don't know, but how does this guy do it? One minute he's John Ekanem, and the other minute he's on camera and just goes out of John Ekanem and becomes the real character of which he's to film and lives in the character. Guys, I do not know how best to express how shocked and marveled I was after seeing his character in the movie Boy for the Night. His character in this movie was that of a cowboy, a gigolo boy. And believe you me when I say that John Ekanem smashed it. Like, he smashed that character. He tore it into pieces. I'm like, what? Guys, the way this guy lived in the character, the way this guy talked, he communicated, he reacted, he expressed himself, the way he looked, I'm like, oh my God. If one would tell me that John Ekanem had actually lived the life before, I would agree with the person, because how can this guy be so perfect in acting this role? Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into the review of today. So I'm going to be reviewing the movie titled Boy for the Night, showing on Nolly Family TV on YouTube, and features the amazing cast Tana, Adelana, and John Ekanem as lead characters. So it's just as if this movie revolved around these people, John and Tana. The movie tells a story of how this call guy found love in a lady intended to be his next hookup girl. So the character played by Tana Ade was one who had this appointment with this notorious gigolo boy. So she happened to be a very decent, hardworking lady that was in a relationship, and she was faithful to the guy whom she was seeing, but due to the fact that the guy wasn't in the country and he hardly called her, picked her calls, she felt so lonely. She felt that she needed to be loved, she needed care, she needed attention, and the fact that she was also starving. All right, so her friend introduced that to this notorious gigolo boy who was so good in bed and would literally satisfy a lady. Okay, so her first meeting with this guy was kind of scary for her, because she had never thought in her life that she would do such a thing. Okay, so she was scared, and she just had to plead with the guy that they talk throughout the night, that she would pay the guy. And the guy was like, I don't feel do this kind of thing though. So in his mind, it was like, okay, let's do this thing. I don't just don't do. They do before. Okay, but she was scared, being that she's not that kind of person. And, she's dealing with a random guy. But this guy was just, babe, let's do this thing now. Like, normal thing. So you see the way John Ekanem was able to convince this girl. He was trying so hard to convince her to do what he wants to do. He was literally surprised at her behavior, and the fact that he actually listened to her and they got talking that night. The girl paid him, and she kind of loved his company because he was funny, he was real, he wasn't pretending. She literally gave him joy. She loved their conversation, and the guy was also kind of liking her conversation and the fact that she would always pay him. Okay, so they got talking, they became friends, and this guy was kind of curious to know why he did what he did. And she asked him, and then she was like, okay, you need to stop this thing. I'm going to help you out. If it's money you want, I'm going to help you out with money. I'll help you get a job. I'll help you get anything you want, just so that you can stop this kind of life you are doing. Okay, so now, they become so close, they become so good with each other, and he decided to stop. Yeah, and then, something beautiful started happening between them. This guy found out that her boyfriend was actually cheating on her with another lady, and he hadn't traveled to any country, rather he had been in the country with another lady. So she found out about that, and she broke up with her boyfriend, and at that time she was already living with John, so that's already grown this friendship, this strong connection, this beautiful love for each other that they have both conceived. Okay, then they had all the time in the world to explore the love they had nurtured for each other. So yeah, that was how the movie went. It was lovely, it was beautiful, and performances for me was everything. John Ekanem was really amazing. Like the way this guy was acting like a proper call guy, the way this guy was twisting his eyes, his waist, just giving us all the call guy kind of move. He was actually acting like a serious call guy, guys. So it was beautiful coming on John Ekanem. I like the fact that I could literally, portray that character with so much ease. It was so real, very natural. His acting was everything. What I loved about John Ekanem's acting was the ability to give life to his character. Like, it was so soothing and satisfying. Yeah, so for me, it's a 10 over 10 for John Ekanem on this one. The character played by Tana Adelana was another beautiful one. Like this lady is a very, very beautiful actress, and the fact that she would always give us the very best in movie is a normal thing. Okay, I haven't seen Tana Adelana in a movie, and I have a reason to doubt her acting. No, she's a very wonderful actress, and seeing her in this one acting as this decent good girl, and all entangled with this call guy thing was amazing. Yeah, so she put a very brilliant performance here. Her acting was wow. I love how she reacted to things. I love the attitude she brought into the movie. It was just so beautiful for Tana Adelana. So overall, I'll say that this one is a 10 over 10 for me. Yeah, reason being that we actually saw the progress of this movie. We saw where it was headed. We saw how it started. So it was a beautiful one. And, thumbs up to everyone that made this movie a beautiful story. To the director, it's an amazing directing. Yeah, the pacing of the movie was steady. Everything was put in check. It was wonderful. Yeah. So if you're yet to watch this movie, guys, you need to so run and watch this one because it's an amazing movie showing on Nolly Family TV on YouTube. Go there and watch this amazing movie. Thank you so very much for watching. Please also like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.